Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're working back on the Mercedes AMG. Last time we got the bodywork knocked out and the gaps and everything looking really good, but unfortunately we couldn't fix the air suspension. So we did a little bit more research thanks to the comments you guys did, and we did some online, and I think we figured it out. But first thing we'll do is we're gonna try those little ideas and hopefully it's gonna work, and then we can probably do the airbags. The airbags came in, and we had another coolant hose came in. We were waiting for that because it was leaking on the bottom. So let's fix all that up and hopefully get an air suspension done and go from there. All right guys, so pretty much we got the scan tool. We went through the modes, and actually there was a little place. We clicked on it, we reset it, deleted the codes, it went away. And let's try it out. Let's actually try to do it manually. So we're gonna manually hit the buttons to air up the system, and hopefully it's going to work. After you do some research, they say you got to do that after lowered all the way down. Okay, click it, let's see. So there it is, we got the pump working. We clicked the button, it lifted it up. I guess it's auto set or something, but the front picked up, the rear picked up, so we're not slammed anymore. That's a really good sign. And this side too, so it looks like the car leveled out. We're not having a code anymore. So pretty much we can almost go for our first test drive. But before that, we actually finally the hose came in. I guess they're out of stock or something, but pretty much this little guy broke, and it's right there underneath. So we got some coolant. Let's get this guy replaced, bleed the system, and see how it goes. All right, so finally we got the coolant fixed after forgetting that hose. We got the clamp on there. We bled the system. We got, heat coming out. And I put this fender on a little bit better. So the next thing we can do before the test drive is actually some of the airbags came in. So the seat belts already came in for the back. We could put those on, but what I'm really excited is about the driver's wheel airbag came in. And that should be the easiest one to do. So let's unhook the battery, pop that one in, and then probably do the rear seat belts. All right, so unfortunately that airbag was wrong, so that did not work. We're gonna have to go get another one, but it is what it is. But let's try to put these rear seat belts in. All right, so finally we got the current airbag installed. We got it all tucked away. It's looking good. And we got the seat belts installed. So we're getting ready for our first test drive. We're gonna probably clean up a little bit and maybe give it a wash and go for the drive.
Here we go. Definitely needs a line. Pulling right a little bit. Looking good. All right, I haven't had a drive.
All right, guys, our first test drive, and I think success. I mean, it drove good. We're still gonna need alignment though. I saw the wheel's not really straight. We have to definitely get that checked out. But other than that, I mean, we made it here. I mean, we still got a lot of paint work to do, a little bit more work to do, but I mean, progress. You know, we got the air suspension working. Look at that. So, no more fall with the air suspension. All that's looking good.
What was the main issue with it, Ivan? What happened?
Pretty much, you know, we had to reset the system, and then we had to check our connections and things like that, but you know, we got to figure it out. So that's the important part, you know. So pretty much the next part we do is get back, no, I think we're gonna get back to the shop and check the alignment on it, make sure we have no suspension damage on this wheel. Because, you know, if we do, we might as well order it now, and then by the time we paint it and we can replace it, let the parts come in, so we can be completely done with this thing and, you know, hit the roads with it. Because this thing's pretty sweet. I mean, it sounds good. Looks like somebody maybe cut the rear mufflers off, and soon it's gonna look good. So pretty much let's go back to the shop and put on a lima rack and check out the suspension. Good. All right, so we got it on the lima machine, and we have some good news and we have some bad news.
Now it's turning.
So pretty much one of the tie rod ends is a little frozen, so we had to heat that thing up. But also we noticed that the lower control arm, the one that makes the wheel push forward and back, is bent. So the wheel is sitting back a little bit. We're just gonna have to get another one of those, not a big deal. And the inner tie rod's bent. So we got it close, and we can order those parts. They can come in a couple days and get them installed, and not a big deal. But other than that, I'm pretty glad. Everything else looks good. So pretty much we're gonna get it off the lift and get inside the shop, another bay, and start sanding. So let's get to it.
And Owen's not gonna be part of that.
All right, guys, like we said, test drive was amazing. Really happy about that. So it definitely gives you motivation to keep moving forward. So the next step basically is to de-trim it and get it ready for paint. So the mirror has to come off, the little chrome piece has to come off. So basically to get that off, I'll probably take the door panel off first.
I mean, it's a Mercedes, maybe not, so.
I don't know, it's probably complicated, probably brackets and special start keys and stuff. That's part of life, you know, it's no big deal, but basically sand out all the primer spots, make it nice, block at 600, get it ready for paint, you know, why not? It's gonna look really good. It's the final countdown on this car for sure. It's gonna be looking good in no time, but let's go ahead and go right at it.
All right guys, so just like that, after a lot of sanding and washing and sanding and washing and drying, we got it to pretty much look like this. So pretty much the way I did it was I had a DA with a surface pad and it's 800. This hood was painted before, so we want to get all that orange peel off and get nice and smooth. So pretty much when we put the new paint on there, it's gonna look shiny. So we have to get the hood all done. Also, we detrimmed the door. And I thought I could get away with it without a door panel, but unfortunately I had to take the door panel off. Had to watch a video how to take it off correctly. But we got the little chrome molding off, we got the door handle off, so it's gonna be nice and clean. And also we DA'd the fender. We are gonna put paint on it and everything and clear, so we want it to match nice and good. Unfortunately, we still don't have the bumper, we're still waiting for it to come in, but I guess we can paint that later. But unfortunately, that's all the time we got for this episode. Hopefully next time we're gonna get this thing painted. Well, we'll catch you guys next time.